How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Hello and welcome back to Arcanum Gaming. My name is Richie. Today we are checking out Snail Trek. This is the first in a series of 4 Snail/Star Trek themed small point-and-click adventure games. The first one, I believe, was released in, I think it was 2017, I think. Yeah, so there's 4 chapters and each one takes approximately 20 minutes based on the Steam page, so I saw this and I love Star Trek and it looked funny and I just had to check it out. So we're going to be doing 1 chapter a week, I guess, for the next couple weeks till we play through all 4 of them. Yes, I mean, we'll see how this first one goes first and then we'll decide if we're going to continue on after this, but I have a feeling that I'm going to love this. So let's go ahead and hit new game here. Alright, we have score 0 out of 46, so deceleration from FTL achieved. Entering planetary orbit. Oh, and the title of Chapter 1 is Intershellar. Is that right, actually? Well, unable to open Stasis Pod 4. Opening Stasis Pod 1. Use the arrow keys to move. Okay, give me 1 second. Is it Intershellar? I just want to make sure I've got... Yes, Intershellar. Okay, you can use the arrow keys. Looks like it also does have regular point-and-click interface. Type look around to get a description of the area. Alright, so we're playing a text parser. Is there going to be voice acting? This is the spacecraft in which you travel to planet K291b. K291b. Its elegant single-room design sports a large view screen, a computer console, and 4 stasis pods so that the crew members can survive the long journey. Exit hatch is on the floor. Along the walls are the letosomatic machines, your food source, a maintenance closet, and what looks like a loose floor panel. Finally, the high-tech spacecraft engine with its throbbing blue line things. The nacelles, okay. Let's look. Panel. Oops. Look. Panel. Floor panel seems to have come loose. Open panel. You move aside the floor panel a little more and reveal some sort of hole. Look hole. I wonder where the hole leads. Perhaps it's some sort of maintenance shaft. Okay. Look, pods. By placing the subject in a sort of hibernation, these pods enable your molluscan race to travel across vast distances in space. There's a button on the front of the pod to open and close it. This one contains senior botanist Shelley. Open pod. Why did I sign up for this? I feel like crap. Wow, is that it? The lettuce planet? It looks amazing. I can't wait to land on it and actually see all the lettuce. We're so close. Open pod. The door mechanism on the captain's pod appears to be broken. You'll need to find another way to open it. In fact, the entire pod appears quite badly damaged. The glass is cracked. There are burn marks. You can't see inside that well, but it doesn't look good. You'd better open it quickly. The captain's life might be in danger. Okay, let's open this other pod. Open pod. It's already open. This one, please. Huh, so that's supposed to be our new home, huh? Looks so green. When are you going to send home the all green signal? Look. Green snail? Zoomer. Just maintenance officer. You don't know him very well, and he appears to be a bit lazy. It doesn't really matter, though. The spacecraft is advanced enough that it can mostly take care of itself. Talk to Zoomer about the pod? That planet is so green, let us see. We should send the all-green signal. Look. Console. Small console with some number keys to control the ship's computer. It looks very simple to use. Just crawl up to it and type use. Use. Main menu, mission parameters, navigation, science, encyclopedia, communication. Let's go with communication. 1, send all green signal to home planet. Okay. Please enter 4 crew codes to transmit signal. We don't know. Science. Planet K291b, atmosphere. Standard oxygen levels. Plant life, lettuce, and other greenery. Detected. Sensor accuracy 97%. Encyclopedia. Interesting. Navigation. In orbit around planet K2-91 Bravo. Faster than light, leave orbit and descend to planet. Current status in orbit around planet. Warning, unable to initiate landing. Insufficient fuel for leaving orbit. Standard or starboard landing gear too loose for landing. Okay. We have no fuel. Our landing gear is broken. How will we get to the planet? What was this over here? What if we just say look? Lettuce-O-Matic 4000. It's basically an automated nursery machine for lettuce. Designed to turn on shortly before the ship's passengers wake up from stasis and provide you with fresh lettuce for your trip. Can we get lettuce? You need to open the machine first. Open. Let me help with that. It needs my tentacle print to open. Okay. Things don't look good inside the lettuce-o-matic machine. The watering can looks empty. What happened to the water? Get can? You remove the empty watering can from the machine's internal mechanism since it clearly isn't going to do its job in the broken lettuce-o-matic machine. Is there any lettuce in here? Try to pick up the lettuce, but it just falls apart. Without water, it has turned useless and rotten. Oh my god, we have no water and no food. We need to get to the planet right away. Well, crap. Alright. Press tab to show your inventory. Empty watering can, secret code. Okay. What do we got here? Your spacecraft powered by a Zesta Motors XT-17 engine with turbo encabulator, tri-shaft exhaust flanges, photon extension bearings, and ignition thrust technology. This past year it was overhauled and upgraded to run on biodiesel, any kind of natural oils. You tolerate the slight smell of fried food in exchange for the smug satisfaction that you're using a renewable fuel source. Seems to be running low on fuel at the moment. Try enter hatch. Should figure out how to open the captain's stasis pod. I hope she's okay. Open hatch. Look around. In the spacecraft's airlock, there's a large button on the left wall. Well, we don't want to go out the airlock. Enter hole. Look around. This seems to be some kind of maintenance shaft. There's not a whole lot in it, just some wires and some light coming through a grate at the far end. Look wires. Looks like some random spaceship circuitry. Wires that you shouldn't mess with, presumably this serves an important function. Look light. Light is coming through the grate. This must be the floor grate near the captain's stasis pod. Open grate. Grate looks very solidly attached to the ceiling. I don't think that's going to work. Well, there's other panels here. Let's find where it is. The ship has intergravitational inertia dampening thrust fluxers, so it won't go flying when the ship moves. What's the other thing? Locker was the other thing over here? You don't see that. Look around again. View screen, computer console, stasis pods, exit hatch on the floor. Plasmatic maintenance closet. Open closet. Let me help with that. Needs my tentacle print to open. Closet contains a wrench and a mop. Okay. Get wrench. Get mop. Use wrench on pod. Using the wrench, you take a good whack at the glass cover of the pod. It cracks a bit. That's pretty sturdy glass. Why don't you let me do that? I'm pretty sure I'm stronger than you. Wham. Oh no. Oh my god, what happened? Is that Captain Alonia? It smells like butter. Can't believe it's butter. And is that garlic? How are we going to complete our mission without our captain? This is horrific. How did this happen? Zoomer, you're the maintenance person. If anyone had the opportunity... Well, you're the botanist, Shelley. Who else would have had access to garlic? Why would I do something like that? Wait, Christian, didn't you awaken first? Yeah, you were out of stasis first. You gather your composure. Guys, we're all in this together. We're professionals. For the sake of our race, we need to do our job. Let's calm down. I'll figure out what to do. Our immediate goal is to get to the planet. Then we can investigate what happened to the captain. Is that one of the captain's tentacles? Ew. Oh dear. Look. Captain. The garlicly hot butter has made a hot mess all over the floor. One of the captain's tentacles is floating in the mess. Use mop on floor. Okay. Get tentacle. You reach into the buttery mess and pick up what remains of the captain's sensory tentacle. Use mop on butter. There, all cleaned up. I hope that drain doesn't lead to anywhere important. Oops. Seems like there must be some important electric components in that crate. Mopping random substances into it may not have been the best idea. You'd better be more careful next time. Hey, at least you went out with a bang. Oh, darn. And I haven't saved. Do you want to try again from the last safe spot? Yes, please. Oh, good. So we're right back where we were. Let's, can we save? Save checkpoint, okay. Use tentacle. Can't use the engine with tentacle. Use engine. How do you want to use the engine? Open engine. Use hole. Look around. Some kind of maintenance shaft. There's not a hole on it, just some wires and some light coming through the grate at the far end. Use wrench on wires. Empty watering can. Use watering can on butter. Good idea, but how will you get it into the watering can? The can has a large opening on top. If only you could get it below the butter. Oh. Got it. Use watering can grate. Use watering can light. Use watering can floor. Put watering can under grate. You carefully position the watering can beneath the grate. Okay. Alright, use mop on butter. There, all cleaned up. Perfect. Use hole. Get can. Pick up the watering can. You can hear the warm butter sloshing around inside. Hoping we can use that for fuel. Use can on engine. You open the fuel cap and carefully pour the still warm butter into the engine's fuel compartment. Great. Look at the pod. This one contains what's left of your captain, which appears to just be some delicate flesh that smells like butter and garlic. Okay, how are we going to get the captain's code, though? Can we look at the tentacle? This is one of your captain's sensory tentacles, or what remains of it, just the tip. It's still wriggling a bit, kind of like when you cut the head off a chicken and it still runs around. Use console. Navigation. Leave orbit, descend to the planet. Landing gear 2 is for landing. Open hatch. Look button. Press button. Hear a beep, but nothing happens. You remember that the airlock has a tentacle print scanner, only opened by the captain. Use tentacle on scanner. Press your dead captain's tentacle against the tentacle print scanner. The scanner light changes from red to green. Looks like it worked. Press button. Oh, looks like we are drifting out into space now. Look. Landing gear. Landing gear seems to be dangling precariously loose from its bolts. I wonder how that happened. Maybe asteroid or piece of debris hit it. Use wrench. Landing gear? I don't use the landing gear. Gosh, I hate text parsers. You diligently tighten the bolts of the landing gear, thus securing it back into place. Uh-oh. What is that? Let's not stick around to find out. Press button. Good. Okay. Use the console. Navigation. Let's go ahead, leave orbit and land. MSG. Monosodium fuel level now sufficient for leaving orbit. Oh. MSG. Isn't MSG a type of salt? Wow, here we go. Thank God. Finally. Score 39 out of 46. What was that other ship? Wow, look at it. It's so beautiful. Fields of lettuce, our new home world. So green, it almost doesn't look real. Oh, it's a hologram. What just happened? What's going on? Where are we? To be continued in Chapter 2. Alright, we got score 44 out of 46, so we missed something. Huh. Maybe it was reading through the rest of the stuff in the database. Get Chapter 2 now. Chapter 2 through 4 bundle also available, which I did pick up, so guess we will check that out in a future episode. Yeah, this was really fun. Very simple, very cute. Very simple, but very enjoyable. Yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this one, and we'll catch you next week for Chapter 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Have a nice day.